everybody's feeling right. Welcome to Ladies Night, Ladies Night. Here to have a good time. Everybody's feeling right. Welcome to Ladies Night, Ladies Night. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Well, welcome to Ladies Night, y'all. Tonight we were supposed to have a special guest. His name was Josh B. For some reason, he didn't make it. So, Josh, hope you're doing well. That's my petty little. Ding, ding. Okay.
You noticed me giggle.
Right.
I love the shit.
I know you do. Anti's out tonight. So tonight we have my best friend Tasha. Hey, Tosh.
Hey.
I miss Tasha.
So how's everybody's week?
Is a lot.
Busy. Busy.
Mm-hmm.
So much going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my Moderna. I got the first of my Moderna vaccine.
How do you feel? Like, how do you feel after it?
I was just really tired. Like, I'm still really kind of worn down. I've been feeling like kind of worn this whole week.
Was that today?
No, it was. I had it Saturday, and then I got some side effects on Monday, and it was like Monday to Thursday that was really kind of just brain foggy and just. But it wasn't really terrible. It wasn't like I had to stay home sick or anything. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it
good.
wasn't terrible. No.
So what? Next week you get the second shot?
I get the second one in like.
You have to wait 2 weeks
or 3 weeks
right?
or something like that. Yeah, mm-hmm. I already have an appointment for it, but it's like the 20th.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Cool. Yep.
How about you, Tosh? How's your week, honey?
Just super busy. You know, work is everyone's out, so more accidents, more people that are mad, more people that want their money. Like right now, no one wants to be at fault for anything. Just a lot of yelling, screaming people, and it's starting to grate on my nerves. So, you know.
Sorry, honey.
Sorry.
It is what it is. I'm just glad to have a job. You know.
Very blessed. Extremely blessed. Because there's a lot of people who were not working during the pandemic, and they're just happy to go back to work, you know? So
yes.
I feel like we've all been blessed. We've all been working through the pandemic. So
yeah,
kudos to us. Like, you know, it's a blessing. Honestly, you never know how blessed you are until something happens, and you're like, oh, shit, let me appreciate what I complain about so much, you know?
You know, and to be quite honest, at this time of the year, it's not even because the pandemic's over. This time of year is just everyone's out. It's starting to get hot. Everyone wants to be, you know, going here.
On the streets. Uh-huh.
You know, the LA freeways are always a mess, especially when it gets everyone's trying to go everywhere. So that's okay. I'll be the punching bag.
Well, this week it's been extremely busy for me. I've started some like projects and stuff that I will share later. But this last few days, you know, next week is my birthday weekend, and we have
so excited.
Next week's show is the birthday show, and I'm so excited about that. So I was, you know, ripping and running around LA looking for like fun gift bags for my girls for my birthday weekend, and I'm really excited. I hope everybody likes it. And I just, you know, I've been ripping and running all around LA. Driving myself crazy, driving the people crazy.
I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. I'm sure it's going to be really super cute. So
I've been having a lot of fun with that. And I just, you know, I'm happy. I'm so happy.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
It's going to be epic. We're going to have a blast.
We're going to have a blast. Next Friday is going to be such a different show. We're not going to do any hot topics. No special guests. The special guests are going to be my friends. And it's just going to be fun.
That's going to be like
everybody is going to take some shots online. Dante and Antonisha are going to be watching remotely, wishing they were with us taking shots online. But they'll join us later that Saturday. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so before we get started, I just need everybody to just like, comment, subscribe, share this video. And share it with your mama, share it with your daddy, your granny, your kids. It's gonna be everybody.
Yes.
Gangbang the video.
Yeah. Gangbang the video.
All over the internet. Yes. So Can you tell us anything of what's in these bags?
Wait, Tasha, I can't see you.
Did it go off? Uh-oh.
Your Sheena sound went out real quick. I don't know why. Maybe.
I had a stupid incoming call.
I can see Tasha. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, maybe maybe when the incoming call leaves. Okay, anyways, I can see you now. Okay, so let's just get into these hot topics since Josh B wasn't able to come on the show tonight. Can't help it. Okay, so there was a woman arrested in Atlanta airport after she got caught smuggling over $40,000 worth of cocaine in her shoes.
In what world did she think that this was gonna fly?
Yeah.
I hate to admit it, but she's one of my people. She was coming from Jamaica, and she was going into Atlanta, and
they should have told her before she came, not to where to put it. Bitch, swallow it, do something.
Swallow it.
Well,
$40,000, girl, you did. She did.
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do to transport what you need to do out of your damn shoe.
Okay, in her defense, it was sold in like the sole. So they took the shoe apart, they put the cocaine inside in the baggies, and then they sewed it back up. But it alerted, I guess, police officials when they seen white substances coming from her shoes. I guess when they went through the scanner, I don't know. Maybe they did like a check on her. But when she got to US, they were like, "Come here, bitch. Let's."
It's over.
It's over.
Well, okay, at least the dogs didn't sniff her out. Oh my God, you imagine?
They probably did though.
That's probably how they found out.
That's probably how they found out. They were looking for it and they tore apart the shoes.
I'm just like, girl, like, dang. And did they destroy those shoes? Are they still around? Or like
somebody has those in evidence and is talking all kinds of shit. Taking pictures and shit, sharing,
talking mad shit.
It wasn't 7 pairs of shoes. I mean, like, realistically, 40,000 is a lot of money, but we've seen it where people smuggle like 100,000's worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if she's gonna get that much time, but I don't know. Like,
I have a question though. How many hoe-ass Spice Girl-ass shoes did one person got? Like, maybe that's what gave it away. They're like, how many fucking platforms this bitch got that are all closed like that? Like, they said one of them was sandals. So she had some big, like, who even does that past 1997? Those big, like, Spice Girls, like, flip-floppy foam sandals. Everyone had them black ones. Remember that?
Right.
Nobody wears those no more, so that's like a dead giveaway.
Those.
Like,
yeah.
who?
But I will say this: sometimes airport people just like to pull people over and search.
They do. Oh, they love it with me.
I've gotten stopped at the airport. I don't even know how many times. Just random stupid BS. So.
No, let me tell you something, y'all. Traveling with Tasha, you will get pulled over because it is true. Every time. Okay, I think only one time.
The last time.
Okay, that was the last time. But traveling with Tasha, you will get pulled over. I think because she looks like a smuggler. Like, they see this like Latina woman, and then she has all her shit together. She has all her like Victoria's Secret bags, like the whole set. And they're like,
bitch, you know this.
She has a suitcase, she has a duffel bag, she has a makeup bag, she has a little makeup bag, and they're going through all, because she looks like she could be like a cartel wife, So they're like looking at her, and
they checked my hair too. They checked her hair. That shit was embarrassing.
They checked her hair.
Yes. I had my hair up in a ponytail.
That's unfortunate.
The first time I had it up in a ponytail, and the guy started putting his hands like in my hair. I'm like, what are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm like, isn't that what the wand is for? If I got something in there. No, he started like touching my hair, and then another time I had my hair like this, and they the lady was poking around on the back and stuff, and I'm just like, wow.
You know what it is though too? You also look normal. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look very like.
Okay, no.
Like, oh, if
I do look normal. Thank you.
It's gonna be her.
In my opinion, in my opinion, she be walking through the airport like normal people walk through looking like they know they're going through security, so they look like shit. They have on like jeans and t-shirts. This bitch has her whole fucking makeup done. She has her outfit together. She has her Victoria's Secret all kind of shit luggage and all kind of shit rolling through it. She looks like she is a cartel wife. Like,
I do not.
She has like this big old like Target sign on her, like a big red.
And the
Target
security
sign.
woman that kept asking me like, where did I get my makeup bag and shit? I was like, from Victoria's Secret. She's like, oh, well, I didn't see that when I went. Well, bitch, I don't know.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bitch.
Right.
I remember that we were going.
Yes.
Where were we going? We were going.
I think that's when we're going to Jamaica. I think.
No, we were going to New Orleans.
Was it New Orleans?
Yeah, it was New Orleans. New Orleans.
Oh, we gotta go back.
Me too. I haven't been in like a few years. It's so fun, but Jesus, that next morning, chow. Oh Lord, we were fucked up.
You didn't say where we stayed. It was like $80 for fucking Uber from where we were.
And our room was haunted.
Oh my God.
Our room was haunted.
Yes, it was.
The room was haunted.
Horses and shit.
There was a horse. There was a horse that literally ran through the room, and I was like, Tasha, did you see that? And she was like, what, the horse that ran through? And I was like, oh my God.
And I was half asleep. And she said that, and I saw something coming through the wall on my side of the bed.
And it went towards my side of the room.
My bed was next to the window, and her bed was over to the other side of the room. So when she asked me that, I saw something that came in from the door, like went through the door and the window, went like across the room, past her, like through that wall. And when she said that, I was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was and then I was like,
we're freaking freaked out.
I was like, I'm scared. Can I get in the bed with you?
I was like, okay, come on. So then I went back to playing my Wordscapes game.
Doesn't that whole city feel like really kind of haunted though?
Yeah,
like,
it is.
The second because we drove in, it was when I lived in Austin at the time. And we drove into the city, and it's like this eerie feeling you get the moment you start crossing those, the lakes and stuff. Like once you hit Pontchartrain, and you're driving into the city, it's this heaviness that's strongly there.
It is.
Yeah.
There was a lot of slaves in that area and it's a lot of racial history back there. So a lot of ancestors are there,
Yeah.
It's very haunted. It's very haunted. It's very haunted. Dante, when we left the next day, I think we had to be at the airport at 6:00, right? Her alarm went off at 4. We got to the room probably like at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. When her alarm went off, both of us jumped out of bed, ready to get the fuck out of there. And when we left, I told them, don't come home with me. I will never come here again. I will never be at this hotel again.
She did say that.
I was like, I will never be here again. And when we finally got on the airplane, like that was like the best sleep I had that whole weekend.
Yeah.
And my godmother said that too. My godmother had said she did the right thing by saying that, because otherwise they would have just like gotten her bag and waited till she got home.
Yes. And I told them, don't come home with me. You stay here. I'll never come back. I had to tell them that you have to talk to ghosts. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but stay where you at.
Right.
Yeah, I think when we left, we were in a hurry to go too. Like by the time it was time to pack up, we were like, okay, let's get out of this fucking shit show. Bye.
We should plan a trip though, you guys. I'm gonna plan something for us. We're gonna have fun. But yeah, that was our time. And when you travel with Tasha, just believe you're gonna be waiting, because her ass gets pulled over all the time. It's not even leaving LA. It's leaving wherever you're coming from to LA and leaving LA to wherever you're going to.
That is not true.
You don't?
No.
So I just be standing there?
Yeah. Actually, they pulled your Jamaican ass over.
One time.
Last time.
Okay.
And I still had all my same shit, and they finally didn't pull me over, so I was very excited.
The reason why they pulled me over is because I had a billion things in a carry-on. I
remember.
That's the reason why they couldn't go through the machine couldn't get through my bag. That's the reason why they pulled me over.
I know, because I had to put some of your shit in my shit.
Never do that again. Okay, so Tristan Thompson, Mr. Community Peen.
Yes.
Community belongs to the street.
He belonged to the street, girl. So there were some girls. Her name is Sydney Chase. She was on No Jumper. I actually like No Jumper. That's one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch as well. So they were on No Jumper. The girls were like very intoxicated. Sydney Chase revealed that she had affairs with, relationships with Tristan Thompson. She asked him, "Are you single?" He said no. And apparently all of this happened around his daughter's birthday. So my question for Tristan is, now he's trying to like sue her, threaten her with lawsuits. My question to Tristan is like, why don't you have these bitches sign NDAs if you know you out here fucking everybody? I mean, that's common sense, right?
If you haven't learned anything from that family, that's the one thing that you should learn is
right.
An NDA.
You can't get your attorneys on these hoes now. Like, nigga, you already fucked them. They have freedom of speech.
Yep.
Right. Are they supposed to, yeah.
They have freedom of speech.
He's just messy. It's like, how do you need pussy
He's
that
messy
hard
as
like
hell.
That? It's just
that's why she
messy.
always looks stupid. That's why Chloe always looks stupid when she starts talking about him and doesn't blame him as being in a relationship because she knows she looks crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Chloe's kind of desperate anyway. She struck me as real desperate-y.
I really liked her at one point.
I did too.
But Chloe, she's not the fat sister no more. Like, she looks decent, you know? She looked decent before to me. She looked good to me. But it's like, I don't understand what the problem is, you know? I mean, maybe his peen is very magical and
it's magically delicious.
Yeah. That happens sometimes though, you know, you forget. You be like, oh shit, you know, that we've all had
he needs to go live that lifestyle then, you know? I mean, there is a lifestyle out there. If that's what he likes, then okay. But
be upfront about it though. Don't be like sneaking around in back alleys and shit, doing back alley tug jobs and shit.
Right, because all that shit's gonna come to light, everything. So he should know better.
And then I also don't like apologizing. I just don't. So I try not to do anything that I'm gonna have to apologize for. And least of all that. That's like the worst.
Right.
So then he has like this ex, from what I've seen online. Well, not this ex, another girl. From what I've seen online, her name is like Kimmy Cakes or something. And she's basically just said, like, she went after Chloe and said, you said that, you know, your daughter needs more siblings. Well, she has a bunch of siblings.
Ooh.
I saw that.
You saw that?
I saw that. I went to go look at the story because I saw it online and it was like the middle of the night when I saw it. So I go rushing to Instagram here. I go, you know, looking, and then like the part of the story was still there, but then she deleted it. I couldn't screenshot it in time. I was so upset.
She was like, she has plenty of siblings, and this girl Sydney is not the only girl. Like, there's other girls who gave me receipts of what you do. So I just think it's hilarious. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has some kind of magical peen, but at the end of the day, Tristan Thompson is Jamaican, and Jamaican men are different. We'll just say, like, they're very, very different. They're different.
Care to explain?
Yes, I mean, give us the lowdown on that.
You know, my dad is Jamaican, and he told me never to be with a Jamaican man. Because you know, Jamaicans, they have like he has a bunch of kids. His father probably has like 22 kids. Like, they're not they are the Marian type, but they are also they have hoe activities.
What hoe tendencies?
Hoe tendencies, hoe activities.
Hoes is your friends, hoes your enemies.
Hoe is life for them, you know? So like, you know, I told you guys, my dad told me he has habits and girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga did not tell one lie.
My dad is a marrying dude. Like, he's on like his fourth wedding or fourth marriage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's I just fuck someone and don't marry them. It's fine.
Right.
Just hoes. Tell your dad to be like a hoe. Hoe is life. He's at that age. He can get him a young tenderoni. These girls, they just be throwing it at everybody.
His current wife is like 10 years older than me.
My dad's girlfriend is 24.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Yes.
That's crazy.
That's wrong on so many levels.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
ill, right? And that nigga ain't got no money, so
what is it?
Well, whatever.
Magically delicious.
Oh, what it is.
Ew, whatever he got.
I was gonna say magically delicious, but then let's move on.
Whatever he got is going to me, so
right.
So don't get too happy, bitches.
Don't get too happy with that old ass Jamaican man, okay?
Don't put your bags down, girl.
He got a crazy
you will
ass.
Be staying.
He got a crazy ass daughter. You just be fine. So, like, what do you guys think about like Tristan Thompson's relationship with Chloe?
I think she needs to get over it and finally just dump his ass. I mean, that's just that.
I think that
he's not going to change.
I think she's afraid to try and get into another relationship. She wants more kids. I mean, for the longest time, she said that they didn't want to be with him, but she was going to freeze her eggs so that that they could have other siblings for her daughter, have multiple kids, and I can respect that. You know what I mean? Have a dad, whatever. I get it, but then she allowed him back in, and now they dragged Jordan Woods through the mud.
Through the fucking
They
wood.
sure the hell did.
Had her looking like she was the biggest fucking hoe on the planet. And at the end of the day, she ended up going back to him and wants to plan to have another baby. And now here it is that like all of it, you should have known better. You should have known better.
And then here you are not friends with Jordan.
Older women now,
And here, like you said, here you are not friends with Jordan. And honestly, like when Jordan was on Table Talk, what she explained happened, it seemed like she was violated, in my opinion. She said he walked her to the door and then he just kissed her. Like, you don't just kiss somebody. Like, I really feel like Jordan was naive to think like, okay, this is like my, she saw them as family. Like, we can have fun together. It's cool. I'm in a safe space. And when he came after her and then it was just all flipped on her. His
mind probably thought that he was going to be able to, like, that maybe she was going to go for it, and just keep it close.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought too.
Keep it close. Oh, she's not going to say anything. But at the end of the day, she did. But then what's her face? That Larsa bitch got her fucking big ass nose involved, and she should have just kind of stepped back from that. That could have all been. They should have. All of them should have given Jordan.
They're not even friends with that Larsa bitch no more.
No, because that Larsa bitch I think was trying to fuck Kanye or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love watching that play out on Twitter.
You lose them how you get them.
But you see how when that Larsa thing happened, like they were all hush hush about it. But the whole Jordan Woods, it was like blown out of proportion, way out of proportion. I feel bad for her. Like, I feel like Jordan is like so young, and for them to just attack her like that, and they knew her since she was a child and really didn't take her, like, listen to her side. That was real fucked up.
And then there was an episode.
Go ahead. The Kardashians are just bullies, though. I mean, that's literally what it is, because there's like 12 of them motherfuckers, and they're all over you, and they're all really, really mean and spiteful and evil.
But why did they bully Larsa though? Why did they bully Larsa's a grown
She
woman.
knows too much.
Why didn't they bully? Yep. Okay, maybe that's why. Because it's like, why are you not bullying Larsa, but you bully Jordan? Jordan is so young. Larson is a grown.
That's why they bullied her. Jordan was young.
She can go toe to toe with y'all, like real quick, But why you didn't bully her?
Yeah, I think it's because Jordan was young, and they figured they could try it with her. Larsa probably knows way too much because they've been friends for like longer than, or as long as Jordan's been alive, I think.
Right.
Because they're all some old bitches, just whatever. But I think that I watched one of the episodes where it was like the after fallout, whatever, and Kylie was sitting there. That was her best friend. They went every fucking word together, and she said in that episode, which I'll never, like, I can't look at her ever the same way again, just that family period. But she was like, I'm scared of Jordan. I'm scared to even have her around me. And blah, blah. Bitch, you were taking her every fucking where. This man just like stuck his tongue down. I don't care what she said that there was no tongue. I bet you he did. And she was just not prepared to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend was just basically like assaulted outside of the house. Okay, maybe she shouldn't have went there. Maybe she should have went with other people. But if you think that you're in a safe place,
she thought she was in a safe place because it was
family. He's supposed to be family.
Yeah, so, she thought she was in a safe place.
She didn't. Her best friend should have came to her defense and been like, you know what, you need to sit down and figure this shit out. She was so quick to kick her out of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up, and that was really, really fucked up.
Yeah, those girls though, they like have each other's back no matter how awful and terrible.
Because they're all cut from the same cloth. They're all cut from the same cloth.
it's really sad because at the end of the day, like they're really inconsistent in the ways that they behave. It's really just, yeah. I've seen them gang up on so many fucking people, but they're so messy and they're such hoes. How are you gonna make somebody else some big old hoe and y'all are the biggest hoes that exist?
The biggest hoes.
They do everything in their power to make themselves look like Black women.
Yes.
And that's the first person that they want to disrespect is the Black woman who was the best friend.
Right.
Of what's her face. So there has to be some type of loyalty there. A girl code, if anything. I mean, come on. Like, that just didn't make sense. And
it doesn't make any sense. And they do the whole, okay. Here's where I don't, okay, I'm not going to say anything. Okay, here's what I think. They do everything they can to look like Black women. Everybody but
Kendall
and Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
They're them, you know. The other ones, the other three, they do the whole lips, the breasts, the hips, the butt. They got these long vaginas. From my understanding, Black women do not have long vaginas. Like, they're short and fat. But
long vaginas. What in the fuck is going on
the
this
first
day?
time I read that, I almost died.
Have you seen those long?
Day?
Yeah, have you seen their long vaginas?
No, I haven't seen their long vaginas, and I don't want to.
You can't help it. Have you
There's
seen
only one that really has one because Kim is very petite.
Okay, but those bathing suits, I'd be like, why are their vaginas so fucking long?
Right. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. It like gets down a lot.
Like
especially
long.
Chloe. Especially
Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah,
though.
they're so...
Chloe's got a long cooter.
Yes.
Yeah, so like, why are their vaginas so long? So
maybe because they're getting blasted out so fucking frequently by so many rappers and basketball players and shit. I mean, your coochie wouldn't look good either after all that.
Not my coochie don't look like no long vagina. But I feel like they went after, like you guys said, because Jordan was younger. Because I feel like Jordan, she's been knowing them since she was a kid. Like, if anything, I feel like she's intimidated. You know, like she wouldn't never do that. You know.
Did you see the Red Table talk with Jordan Woods?
Yeah, I did.
That was interesting.
That's the whole world watched that. I think the whole world watched that.
I really liked Jada for that show.
I love Jada for that. Mm-hmm. I thought that was awesome.
That was a very good forum for her.
Yeah,
I felt like that was a good like look because, you know, Jada and Will are supposedly her godparents. You know.
I know.
So they came through for her when they needed to come through for her, and like, you're not about to attack this little girl. You know. Yeah. Even though she was she's still a little girl.
Right. And Jada was very, you know, she was trying to be neutral and allow her to say her piece. It wasn't the family, you know, like, well, you know, fuck them or whatever. She let her say her piece and just let her air it out, you know, and I'm glad that
but also
I don't think anyone would have given her a chance to do that.
Called her out a little bit too on it though, and like saying like, come on girl, you know, like we all know you know, like there was a certain amount of that too, which I liked, because you can't just sit here and be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what happened, you know, like that doesn't even
like
make
have
sense.
some common sense, girl.
Yeah,
but I really feel that Jordan was very naive. Like I really felt like she was naive.
I agree.
I mean, she kind of lived in a bubble, you know, with her best friend being a celebrity, and you know, they're young and they're running around, they're doing stuff, they're having fun, they're on vacations. You know,
your best friend being a billionaire. Can you imagine?
I wish. Best friend. What the fuck? When you gonna be a billionaire, bitch?
Okay, I'm here for it.
I'm ready to quit my job because you're a billionaire. I ain't gotta work no more because Tasha's a billionaire.
Wish. Oh my god, I wish.
Girl, me too.
I'm hiring a good lot of my friends.
I'll be like, employer, my best friend is a billionaire now, so
except to handle my funds. No friends of mine can handle my funds.
Oh no.
That's just not. That's
money
not
matters is something
that's
different.
waiting for something. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all heard, unless you've been living underneath a rock this week, Bill Gates is divorced.
You could get it.
And I'm not gonna lie. You know, I tried to shoot my shot a few times. I was like, pew, pew, pew. And then when he didn't respond, I went to the wife. Like, at this point, I'll take either one of you.
Yes.
I can't imagine how many DMs they have from everybody in the world right now. Like, honestly,
what's going on in the world? The fact that they're getting a divorce, like, what's really going on in the world? Like, all of a sudden they're divorced already. Like, what the fuck is going on in this world?
That means that they had bomb ass lawyers that kept it a secret, because you can't just get a divorce overnight. This has been pending for a minute.
Yeah.
They probably had everything already. I mean, I heard that he gave her like 2 point something billion shares.
$1 billion, yeah, in shares and stocks or something.
At this point, obviously, you can just say that really money does not make you can't buy happiness, because they had all the fucking money in the world and they still got a divorce. So
I think what's going on in the world right now too is a lot of people that have, like, this year has taught us all, like, kind of who we want or need in our lives and who we enjoy in our lives. And so many people are coming to the conclusion that they're unhappy with whomever it is that they're there with, you know?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are coming to that conclusion because lots of divorces.
Well, apparently Mr. Gates was cheating.
His ex-girlfriend once a month. What the fuck is that?
And she had like a private island or some shit. Like,
but you know what? If that's an arrangement that they had in their marriage, then there's still something more that happened to break that up. Because, I mean, okay, you want him for the weekend? Go take him, bitch. Like, I'll go to the spa or something. Or
no problem.
No problem.
No problem. Yeah, I would be very happy to have somebody that's here sometimes and not here others. And I spend time with friends. I get to spend money. Are you serious? Bye. I'm going on vacation.
Even if he was like a Caitlyn Jenner, even if he was like, you know, dressing up, maybe she caught him dressing up in her outfits or something. I don't know. But these days, you know, just go to your side of the house and go do that if you don't want to see it. So, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. If I'm married to a Bill Gates, nigga, we not getting no divorce.
We ain't getting divorced.
We'll be like, no, because ain't nobody else about to have Gates at the end of their last name but me. So we're gonna be like Will and Jada. You go to your side of the house, I'll be at my side of the house. We'll figure it out in a few years. Like, no, ain't no other bitch about to walk around with Gates. I'm the only bitch. So no, but they've been divorced, so that's the crazy part. And it's so crazy too. Like, I believe in conspiracy theories, and Tasha, maybe, I don't know if your daughter has done any research on this, but they were like the forefront of like everybody getting vaccinated. Cause I don't know which one they're associated with, and they went to their own island during the whole pandemic, but now they're divorced, right? So what's going on? My question is like, what the hell is really going on in the world? Like, what's going on, y'all?
That's a good question. I don't know. No, I haven't talked to my daughter about that. I don't even think she pays attention to them, but that is a good question. I mean, look at what happened with Epstein before all his shit came out. So maybe they were involved in some shit and they just don't want to be associated with each other at this point. I mean, you never know. There's always rumors floating around that there's all kinds of crazy, like, you know, underground shit going on. And, you know, I've heard all kinds of things from different people.
With these people, it could be like some kind of business. The divorce can be some kind of weird business transaction, or it can be, you know, Bill has a friendly peen, and she was like, deuces.
But then she could go find a friendly peen of her own. So why get a divorce?
Or pay for a friendly peen of her, whatever she need to fucking do it.
Right, just keep it on the I mean, these motherfuckers kept their divorce a secret. So why you don't think that they could have kept that a secret? Like, I don't know.
I don't know, girl. Well, Flavor Flav wants to help Melinda.
Oh God.
And he wants to help her find a new man and call the show Melinda of Love.
Please don't.
I'm so down for it. Listen, I might have to be.
Can you imagine if she says yes? Oh my God. Oh my God.
He wants to help Melinda find a man.
You know, that might actually be interesting.
It would. I think it would.
I think it would on VH1, like not like The Bachelor style, like VH1 Ratchet style.
Like Rock of Love,
Flavor of Love.
You know what? I could go for another
I Love New York.
Oh, I Love New York. That was my favorite.
I could do another season. I could probably do 2 seasons of
right.
I love that.
Can
you imagine if she said yes?
Do another season?
I love her personality. Oh my god, I love her personalities. I love her.
You should watch. T.S. Madison has a show that that New York produces. That's really good.
It's on We, right?
Yeah, it's on We.
Yeah, I watched it. I like it.
Yeah, I liked it too. New York is fantastic, though. I love her. She
is great. She is like New York is like the first reality like personality that we see. Yeah. You know, like she's at New York is what she raised these girls like that whole lights camera action. Blueprint. Yeah, lights camera action. It's on. Like she is so good for TV. Like it's sickening how good she is for TV. Like New York knows what to say, do. And she's the OG on that.
How to cause drama.
She created
just, oh my gosh.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. And like, her on was that Celebrity Big Brother when Homegirl was like she was acting like she was crying and Homegirl was like, you're crying but there's no tears though, and she was like, it's an inside cry, bitch. I was like, oh my fucking god, that's the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen.
Right, honestly, because before there was like a Jocelyn, right? A Natalie Nunn. There was New York, you know, and she like literally set the blueprint for these girls. So New York, she's bomb. I love her so much.
Was it Jocelyn who went in on Wendy Williams this past week?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. She'd be going in on everybody.
We talked about this last week. Remember, Dante?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
She told Wendy to give her flowers, and Wendy said, "Here." She threw some flowers. Here's your flowers. I was like, damn.
Right.
Wendy.
But she was right, though. Wendy is not nice to, like, younger black and brown girls. She's really not. She's really nasty with them if you watch the show.
But, I don't. Every once in a while, I'll see something online, and I don't watch a show.
Oh, wait. Josh B wants to come on. Hold on. Hey, Josh.
What's up?
What happened?
I don't know. I just got the email just now.
Okay. Okay, so okay, we can go into your interview. So like
Hi Josh, hi. My name's Tasha. How are you doing?
Hi Josh.
Hi. How are y'all doing?
Dante.
So where are you originally from?
I'm from Brunswick, Georgia.
Okay. Okay, so this
who okay, so who is Josh B?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a singer-songwriter / influencer. You know, I do a couple things. I do a lot of things actually, but mainly singer-songwriter.
Okay, so what about your I'm so sorry, Dante. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mama.
No. Go ahead, honey.
Oh, I was gonna ask you who have you worked with that we may have heard of or be familiar with.
I've worked with Skipper the Flipper. You guys may know him. He's from Atlanta. I worked with Mikael Zebe.
Okay.
Mikael Zebe is the guy from Cyclone. You ever heard the song "She Move Her Body"?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the singer on that and the songwriter for that. I've worked with Omar, the director.
Okay. So what kind of brought you like into the music industry?
I've been in music my entire life. My dad is a saxophone player. Grew up in the church. So being around music is like just in my soul. It's really nothing. Can't get away.
So let's talk about your latest single. What is the name of it?
My latest single right now is SOL. I'm about to drop a new single at the end of this month called Baby Drake.
I'm so sorry. What is it called?
Baby Drake.
Baby Drake. Tell us, what is it? What is that about? Where did that come from?
It's just my style is kind of like Drake, and there isn't really nobody in competition with Drake. I'm not trying to be in competition with Drake either, but so I dropped an album / mixtape called Josh Drake. So people kind of compare me to Drake a lot. DJ Clue once called me Baby Drake, so I kind of going off of that a little bit.
Okay.
Nice. So can you play any musical instruments?
Yeah, I can play the piano. I can play the saxophone.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I heard you mention about your dad being a sax player, so I was just wondering if he passed it down
Yeah,
or
for
if
sure.
it's still inside.
I was
Right.
in
No one plays instruments anymore. That's nice to hear.
right. I was in band first chair.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Okay.
So are you currently like working on your new album? Are you just doing singles?
I'm working on. I'm dropping a bunch of singles right now, but I am working on an album called Serial Monogamous.
Sarah Monog- who's producing that album?
It's mainly my homie Jr. and Swerve. I got two producers, home producers. They're from Brunswick.
How many albums do you have?
Right now I only have two.
You have two. Right. How so your first album, when did that come out?
Lifted came out probably in 2014, 2016.
Nice.
Okay. So have you played any, like, you do a lot of venues, small clubs and things like that, or?
Yeah, I've done a few shows. I did KOD in Miami before I got shut down.
Oh, I love
Oh,
KOD. I hate that it got shut down. I had so
Yeah,
much fun out there.
for sure.
Like I had seen some girl, she put some like firecracker in her ass and she was going down the pole. I was like, what?
What?
I remember
What?
you telling me
I didn't
about
even know
that.
that was
Yes.
possible. I was like, I wonder like how the trial and error went on there.
What did she
Yeah,
do after she blew her
Right.
asshole out?
It was popping. She was like twerking. It was popping. It was like the most funnest I've ever had at a strip club in my entire life.
yeah,
That is fucking great.
Yes.
I love
And
it.
that's why those girls deserve the money that they get,
fact.
because that's crazy.
That is crazy. That was like
Mhm.
it was very it was artsy. Like it was bomb. Like it was really well thought out and came out beautifully.
That's like some Cirque du Soleil type shit
It
too.
was.
Mhm.
I'll never forget that weekend. It was like Memorial Day weekend. It was so much fun. Okay, so so is there any like artists or producers that's popular or non-popular that you would like to work with?
For yeah, there's a lot of artists I would like for a lot
But
of
like
people.
who's your like number like one artist you would like to work with?
Number one would obviously Drake. I feel like we'll make a good collab together. And if not Drake, then J. Cole.
I love J. Cole.
Yeah,
J.
lyrics
Cole.
the max. One of the best in the game for sure.
Do you like Bryson Tiller?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I was listening to your music today and you and Bryson Tiller like you have like this you guys are like I feel like you can go toe to toe with Bryson Tiller.
Okay. That's love. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I really do. I feel like you can go toe to toe with Bryson Tiller.
Facts. So
I really like the beats that you have. I like how like I like your flow. I like how you kind of I don't want to say rap sing, but is that what you guys call it?
I call it a melodic rap.
Melodic rap. Okay. I like that, like you can understand what you're saying and you can sing and the beat that goes with it like it meshes very well. Yeah, you can definitely go toe to toe with like Bryson Tiller. Like you can do a verses with him.
Dang, I be living that. So
That's real. Like I'm not just saying it because you're here, but no, I really enjoyed your music. I did some research on you today, and I really enjoyed what I saw. Like you're pretty dope. You're very dope.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully,
What other genres of music? Oh,
go ahead.
what other genres of music do you really follow outside of like more of a hip hop R&B vein? Are there other genres that inspire you?
Oh yeah, I listen to country music, of course.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
who's your favorite country artist?
My favorite country artist, probably have to be the Brad Paisley or Trace.
Okay, that's that's respectable.
Right. Real country.
That's very respectable.
Yeah.
Very.
So like, go ahead, honey.
No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're my guest. Go ahead.
I wasn't about to say anything.
You're about to say nothing?
No, I'm just following what Dar said.
Okay, so this is ladies' night, and sometimes we got to ask some personal questions. Are you single? Are you dating? Are you in a relationship? Are you married? What's your relationship status?
I'm in a relationship, and I have a.
Good.
Oh yeah.
I like to hear that. Like,
Yeah.
I really like to hear that because it's like you're not doing this alone. You have, you have your woman with you. So that's I love hearing that. Like, I hate when like entertainers come on here and they just kind of like lie. Like, what's the point of lying? Just be honest. You're in
Right.
love. You love your woman. She's awesome.
Right.
Like, just appreciate it. Like, this is what, just I'm happy. So thank you for sharing that with us. So
Yeah.
Anytime.
who's your favorite producer to work with?
My favorite to work with was
Yeah.
Word Be the Truth.
Who?
Word Be the Truth.
Okay. And why is that?
We just got a chemistry like Timberland and Justin Timberlake. It's like when we in the booth together, it don't make sense. It's wild. It's like chemistry instantly.
It just all comes together organically, how it's supposed to come together, and it's just like boom.
Right.
We just did this. Okay.
Those are some of the best. I can't even talk. I'm sorry. Those are some of the best sessions.
Right.
Hope for.
Oh yeah. And it's almost every time when we in the booth, when we in the session together, it's almost every time. So it's got to be
okay. It's very magical.
Right. That's my brother.
Okay, that's pretty dope. So like, I'm not sure how old you are, but you know how like music has like evolved over, I'm gonna say over the last 2 years. So now like TikTok rappers and singers and songs is like what's in and what gets people like streaming, like artist streaming. What's your opinion on how the movement of TikTok is like kind of controlling the streaming of music at this point?
At first I wasn't really with it, but it's like my little brother. My little brother does music too. I got two little brothers, and we all do music, and TikTok has been amazing for him. As it's not something for me, but for him, as for his generation, he's 20. He'll be 21 in a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
He's got almost.
It's such a great creative outlet too, especially for the ones who really know how to use it.
For sure. He's hit millions of views on TikTok instantly. Like, it's for his generation. It's not necessarily for my generation, but for his generation, it definitely works for them. I don't see why other artists shouldn't try to use it, but it's not.
It's kind of funny how oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dante.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny how TikTok is kind of, well, it's really cool. It is something that like you get to a certain age, it's like okay, it's not really my platform.
Right, like I watch it.
Like I'll watch them, yeah, but like for me to like sit here and try to do a TikTok, I just don't see it.
Right.
Oh no,
but I'm way older than you, Josh. I'm way older than you, Josh.
I'm too old. I can't. There is no way. I tried to do a TikTok. I think it took me like maybe 45 minutes. It's just not worth it for me. But these young kids, they can just be like, and I'll be like, dang.
It's very helpful.
So why isn't like TikTok for you? Like you've seen like the success that TikTok can bring to an artist. Why would you say it's not like for you?
Because I pride myself in being a gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like coming off of TikTok, it makes you like a gimmick artist. So I'd rather work the hard way rather than get on TikTok and one song go viral because people think it's funny. I'm not trying to be funny.
Okay. I feel you on that. I mean, it's definitely okay. I feel you on that, but I get it. I don't understand TikTok, but apparently the kids love it. So
Right.
So what kind of what current projects are you currently working on?
I'm about to shoot a music video on the 14th coming up for Baby Drake. And like I said, I'm also working on Serial Monogamous. It's my R&B, my first R&B album. So it's gonna be my first EP, actually.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where are you doing your music video for Baby Drake at?
I'm doing it at home. It's gonna be my first video at home. I'm doing it with a home videographer. First else has been out of town, out of like in Cali, Las Vegas, Miami. I've been everywhere but home, so I finally gonna do something here.
I'm really excited to see that, to see what it comes out to. Like, you definitely, I would love to share it with everybody. Like, I'm really excited to see that. I like your last video that you did, and I think, yeah, you're very creative. Like, who creates your videos? Do you do it yourself, or do you have somebody else put it together for you, the blueprint?
It all depends. Most of the time, it's the videographer comes up with a treatment. I try to
Okay.
make it very, very visible to the mind, so that it's not hard for them to come up with a treatment.
Okay. So, do you know when your album will be ready for the public and when it will be released for everyone?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay.
It's almost.
Oh,
I don't know when I'm gonna release it. I only got 2 more songs left to put on it, but I don't know when I'm gonna release it.
Into that, right? I mean, you finish it and then you got to edit it, and then you got to make sure everything sounds right, and you got to get it mixed. And I've learned a few things over the last couple of years, and I didn't realize how much there was behind actually finishing a project and getting it out.
Most definitely. Not including emotion.
right. So when you're ready, your album is ready. We would love for you to come back on, and we can dissect every single song, go through everything, and ask you, so what happened? Why did you write this? Why did you write that? The next, when you're ready, when your album's ready, like, definitely come back on so we can dissect it and definitely talk to you about it. I'm really excited to hear it. You're good at what you do.
I most definitely will. I appreciate it. Thank you very
So
much.
how can people find you?
You can find me anywhere: Instagram, Josh B Official, at Josh B Official. On YouTube, it's Josh B. Anything. You'll find Josh Not Drake on Spotify, Josh B on Apple Music, everything Josh B.
Okay, well, thank you, Josh B, for coming in and dropping in. We loved having you on the show. You
Yes,
are
thank
always
you.
welcome back on.
Oh yeah.
And is there anything you want to say to everybody before you leave?
I apologize for being late. That's my
It's okay.
100%.
I apologize for me commenting that you weren't here. So I'm sorry. Okay,
It all
Josh.
came together. So
It's all. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming on, and you're always welcome and a friend on the show, Ladies Night.
I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me. You guys.
Thank you. You have a good evening.
You
Nice
too.
meeting you, Josh. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, y'all. So Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor in California.
Okay.
And she wants to recall who's our current governor?
Gavin Newsom.
I apparently listen. I love me some Governor Newsom.
Okay, with his looks to the side. Okay, take that out of the equation.
I can't. So
if
he, I cannot. Like, if he told me to walk backwards on the 405 at like 2 a.m. in the morning, I'll be
you
like,
would.
Hell yeah! I'd be like, anything else, Governor? Like, what else you want me to do? Like,
that's when you would be calling me, talking about, bitch, I'm over here walking on the freeway for Gavin. Oh, this and that. You'd be so.
I met him in person. I actually shook his hand, and he's just as hot in person, actually.
See, you told me. So, okay, they're trying to recall him.
I know.
Right? I personally like him, but for reasons I can understand why people want to recall him. So Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor, It says, if you're a biological male, you should not be in a woman's sport. Well, he said if you're a biological boy, you should not be in a girl sport. I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys. Maybe I should. Okay, you guys both have history with certain things, and I'm just gonna speak my opinion before we go into you guys. Okay, are we go with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys both know me. I'm very 100% supportive in the LGBT community, transgender women, transgender men. You are who you are.
Yes.
I get it. I 100% get it. But Caitlyn Jenner, and I don't agree with anything that Caitlyn Jenner does. Okay, like the bitch is weird as fuck to me for so many reasons, you know. But the fact that
a whole lot of reasons.
But what I will agree with is she's right. Like men are physically in your DNA, even though you feel like you were born in the wrong body, you still have this cluster of body, you know?
Yeah.
So born men, you are naturally stronger than women. So do I want my daughter to be in a wrestling match with a transgender girl? Absolutely not. She's going to get her ass beat. And like, I'm more concerned about like her physical afterwards. Like, you know, like it's not like her and a girl who was born a female going toe to toe together. Like, is different, you know? And I don't want nobody getting mad at me, but that's just honestly how I feel. And it's like, if my daughter wants to play girl football, and there's a transgender girl playing, like that adrenaline start pumping, and when adrenaline pumps in natural born men, is go go go, and it's like, you know, it's just a natural thing that is inevitable. It's not something you can avoid, you know.
So more like a safety thing.
It's more of a safety thing. Yeah, it's more of a safety thing. It's not more of a, you know, or is a transgender girl gonna beat my daughter running sports? Okay, I don't care. But it's more of a safety thing. Like, I don't want that adrenaline to pump up and then my daughter is like passed out and unconscious and she can't do shit, you know? Like, it's just that's a safety issue for me. So
yeah.
I really don't like Caitlyn. But what I will say is, for this one, I will have to agree with Caitlyn on that one. Okay, so you guys have different opinions. I know you guys do of me because you guys, you know, I know both histories. So who wants to go next?
I'll go. I mean, I completely agree. I actually don't. I personally just don't think it's physically fair.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, men are born, even and regardless as to whether you know you are transgendered, if you were born with a male body, we just are naturally stronger. And yeah, so I mean, I'd have to agree with what you said. I also do not care for Miss Caitlyn. I think she's wacky and stupid. But I'm also like, why are you saying that? Like, I don't know why she brought it up in the first place. Like,
well, she didn't bring it up. TMZ asked her the question, and she answered. That's where it came from.
Okay.
So like, she didn't just offer up. I mean, she is running for governor, and she offered up a whole bunch of other information, but this particular question, TMZ asked her, and she answered the question. And Caitlyn, I mean, okay, Caitlyn is Caitlyn, who's Caitlyn now, but before Caitlyn, there was Bruce. Bruce is a professional athlete, you know? So I think a professional athlete was responding to that question. Like,
okay, yeah.
Let's just be honest, you know? So,
but as for her running for governor, just fucking no. Like, we're done with
I mean, her stepdaughter wants to run for like Kim wants to run for something in Calabasas, like mayor or something.
She does?
Oh, yeah, she's getting political, but honestly, Kim, I'm not the biggest fan of the Kardashians, but Kim does her shit. She does her shit. She does her thing. She's very passionate. She's she's went through the bar to become an attorney. She studied.
Yeah.
Like that's something money can't buy. You actually have to actually do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if it came down to voting for Caitlyn or Kim, Kim is for the people. You know, like she had all these black people released from prison and had all this prison reform, and she had to take a picture with the former number 45. We're not going to say his name, but she took pictures with him just to get people out. So Kim is for the people. So I can understand Kim's political standpoint, but Caitlyn is like, okay, you just don't like Newsom just because.
Well, Caitlyn
right, and it kind of just came out of left field, like you were saying, the whole how Kim has studied for the bar. She's used her celebrity for good in the last few years.
Right.
And she's doing things for the people, and she's trying to make a difference. Now, sometimes I'm a little bit on the fence because it's mainly the name, but at the end of the day, if it does, even if it's just because of her name, if it helps somebody get the help that they need, then by all means. But I don't think that I've never heard of Caitlyn talk about political aspirations before, even before she became Caitlyn. As Bruce Jenner, I don't remember hearing anything about him wanting to do anything political or being involved in any type of government, anything. So to now you're 70 something years old, and there's I'm not saying knocking age or anything like that, but you haven't had most people that are in government have been working towards it their entire lives. Any people on Congress, in the cabinet, they will have been in a political lifestyle since like 20 years old, in their 20s. And they're 80 years old still doing what they're doing. And this kind of came out of left field. So I don't necessarily, I felt the same way when Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor in that recall election. But since when did that, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. So am I going to vote for him if that's the case? No, I'm probably not, because I don't even know what he, and now as far as what we're talking about with the sports, I do agree with that. I do agree with that because, it's true. Men are born with testosterone, and women, yes, we all fight, we fight for women's rights. We want to be treated the same. We want to be paid the same and things like that. But when it boils down to genetics and how we're structured,
it's different. It's a different structure.
Different. And do I want my kid out there with the possibility of, if my daughters are playing soccer or something like that, or any type of physical contact sport, and it's a male transitioning into a female, okay, I'm an ally, number one. But do I want the potential harm that can come to my daughters because the testosterone from this child is still, raging, going, do I want that? No, I don't. And it boils down to what you were saying about safety.
It comes down to safety. I don't want all that testosterone going after my daughter.
Yeah.
Like it's just not right.
And now the flip side of that is for girls that regular girls, typical females that are in high school, that maybe because girls programs in high school, they're never as well funded as the boys.
No, it's not. Yeah. Even right now in the WNBA, like the women basketball players, the top ones probably leave with $200,000 a year. The most.
Yeah, and that's nothing.
That's nothing compared to a male basketball player. That's what they start off at,
Right.
So,
I don't even think
my point of saying that is,
I think they make maybe 100 if they're lucky.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, my point in saying that is that I, for certain things, I don't feel that there should be interaction if it's physical contact sport. Now, if it's something that's not, if it's something that's traditionally for boys, and it's a girl that feels like that they're a boy, and it's like a sitting down club, or like, the Key Club or the Science Club, or something where it's like, where it's predominantly one particular gender, or, whatever the case is, then by all means, represent who you are. even with football, there are female kickers in high school. There didn't used to be. Now the kickers don't get involved in the contact part of the sport. So is that okay? In my opinion, that is okay, because if they're not in the actual physical part of the game, then they're not going to get attacked on the field by all the males.
Right.
But in a position where you're not going to come in contact with, 10 men coming, even if they're teenage boys, they're coming at you. That's too dangerous. But if you're going to do something separate, then give them a chance, because girls sports don't get as much attention in school, and sometimes that's the only outlet that a teenage girl can do, is by joining the tennis team that's predominantly male, or trying to get in on the basketball team. But even then, that's a risk too.
Right.
It's a very fine line.
It is a very fine line, but I think we can all agree, for one time only, we will agree with Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner's all screwed up anyways. Like, how the fuck are you gonna be be a Republican if you want, but they don't 45 didn't even like your ass, and you're all up his ass, for what?
She would flip flop. She was such a flip flopper.
Yeah.
I don't want that in leader. That doesn't need to be leadership. Someone that's just constantly.
Caitlyn Jenner will never be a leader in California.
Yeah.
There is no way. I don't care how conservative we are. First of all, nobody likes the Kardashians.
Yeah.
and she's associated with the Kardashians, so it is what it is.
Dead in the water.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm so sad. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms will not run for her second term or re-election. She just says it's just not for her. And I feel like people she had a lot of issues with the COVID, with the whole dealing with different mayors in different cities. And I mean, well, she's a mayor. She's an Atlanta mayor dealing with the
mayors of other cities, right?
Of other cities, the governor of Atlanta, Georgia. And governor of Georgia wanting to open up, and the whole backlash coming back on her. So she's not going for her second term at all. I remember when she got elected, it was such a celebration, and now it's she's like, I'm not doing it. Like, y'all don't.
You know what though? But you
don't ran her.
About it. Sometimes you just know when you've had enough.
Yeah.
You just know when you've had enough, and as much as people would like for her to do that, maybe for her own mental health, she's just done, and we have to respect that.
It comes to a point in life, what's more important, my family, myself, or everything else, I think she just hit that place, and she was like, I'm not doing it no more. Because she did have protests at her house during the pandemic, when the whole George Floyd thing that went on, and I don't even know why people went to her house. But I see why they went to her house, because she's part of the government. But she's just no, I'm done with it. She's not running. And I remember when she was elected, it was such a monumental moment. And
I mean, hopefully
sad
for the next, for the next young lady that saw that and got inspired by it, and that'll lead that has the door open now for the next young lady to come in, to have their dreams, have their political dreams. Okay, she did it, so can I, and that's all we can really do.
I wish her the absolute best. She tried her best. This is also for a first term person, this whole COVID thing, I am sure is just outrageously stressful.
Yeah.
Just really fucking stressful. And eventually
that's why they want to recall Newsom, because
that's why they're trying to recall Newsom, because of the whole COVID thing. A lot of Californians were upset that California was still shut down, but other states were open, and Newsom kept it closed. People thought Newsom was keeping it closed for his own agenda, but I honestly think, my opinion, he was keeping it closed because he was trying to keep Californians safe.
Yeah,
huh?
I mean,
same way.
Some of these states are ravaging with it. We got it somewhat badly, but there's some states that
they had it really bad because they were open.
Yeah,
we were shut
down. New York still has people in vans outside the hospitals, in body bags. It's really.
And New York is shut down, right?
I think they got shut down again, and their hospitals are overflowing. And I read something this morning that said that there's still like that there's van or like makeshift something or other outside housing these bodies of these poor people that didn't make it. So it's I mean, I didn't like being I mean, I like being at home, don't get me wrong, but I like to know that I have the choice to go
Leave
out
my house.
but I didn't like, being mandatory being at home, but you know what? I'd rather have been home and safe, and I was blessed to work from home, and it did give me a chance to spend some more time with my daughter, well, with all of my kids. I know that not everybody was as blessed to be able to work from home, and people were laid off, and it was it was a hard time for a lot of people, but I really don't think that I feel like if California had not been shut down the way that it was, COVID got really close to
if California wouldn't have not been shut down the way it was, I probably would be dead right now. Like that's how I see it. So I like my governor. A lot of people don't, but I think he did what he did. Even though he signed off on a few bills that didn't need to be signed off on. So I can understand why people are not so happy with him right now.
One thing that he needs to work on, though, is that damn DMV. Why is it still such a pain in the ass?
Oh, I was up there on Thursday.
3-hour wait? Like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I was up there on Thursday.
For fucking stickers. I pass me some stickers and I can just go about my fucking business.
Oh, I went to the grocery store for that.
I had to renew my license, right? So I was up there on Thursday renewing my license, and I got there at 7:00 in the morning. And by the time I got to the front, it was probably 8:30, and they told me to come back at 10. So I was like, okay, I have an hour and a half. And then once I came back at 10, I was able to go through. I ended up getting my real ID, so I'm excited about that. But they said it was going to take a month or so for it to come in.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
But I heard that the real ID had got extended until 2023.
I read that too.
But I was there. I had my passport. That's all I have right now, anyways. I
had my passport
everywhere, and I had my two forms of bills. So I was able. It's the same price. So I got my real ID. I'm excited to further.
Expiring because it expires in another 2 years. But I'm just no, I'm gonna lose all my stamps. I mean, I could hold on to it, I'm sure, but
you gotta come with me to Jamaica, okay? You gotta come with the Jamaican girl to Jamaica. So he went to Jamaica with a friend that wasn't so much fun. I don't know if the friend's watching. I'm sorry, but you gotta come with the Jamaican girl. The friend was fun. Fun.
Also, though, where we were, it was a little folks were a little terrifying, but I had never been there before, so.
No, we gotta go to Montego Bay resort style.
We were in Montego Bay, but when you're not used to it, and when I guess you get a certain idea of what Jamaica is and what it looks like, and it looks very different in person. I noticed it was just a lot of kind of ramshackle stuff, and I'm learning now how to. I think at the time I wasn't comfortable with it. Now I'd be fine.
Tasha loved Jamaica when we got there. As soon as her ass got off the plane, they were trying to give this bitch weed. She had what the fuck to do with herself. She was like, oh my God, I found the homeland.
I did. I was like, this is great until I what did we eat? The brownie or the cake or something like that?
The brownie at the Bob Marley tour.
Oh, let me tell you something. Okay. If you go back to Jamaica, you want to take that Bob Marley house tour, but you're going to fear for your life getting on that bus and taking the trip into the rainforest.
Because it goes like this.
Oh no fucking barriers on the side.
Nothing. And the driver just be going fast too.
You're nobody's business.
We went ziplining, and all the buses too, it's just there's one going on one side one way and one on the other side the other way, and they pass each other at 90 miles per hour, and they're this close to each other. It was
I thought I was gonna die any second because we're in this bus and they drive on the other side of the road and I'm on that side. I'm looking down. I'm thinking, oh my God.
At that point, I was I had a sippy cup, and I was like, you know what, Sheena?
She did. She filled that shit before we left and was sipping on it the whole time.
But when we were going through that, I was like, you know what, Sheena, like just sip. If you die, as long as you'll be drunk. So I was okay with that.
All I kept thinking was somebody's gonna have to call my kids and tell them that their mom didn't make it, like that I died in Jamaica. That's all I kept thinking.
I love Jamaica though. Tasha wants to go back. She loves Jamaica too.
And then we went. Well, and then we went to. Then when we got to where you get on these jeeps to go up to the zip lining, like these 8 guys jumped on the back of the jeep with like huge machetes, and we were like, "Where the fuck?"
Oh my God! I probably shit myself. What? What?
Well, because they were like, "Oh, I guess the jungle's like dangerous where we were going or something." I don't know, but I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my God, that is scary as fuck. I was just scared in Vegas when we went for Halloween, and these motherfuckers were coming at us on the golf carts with like these fake knives, and I thought I was gonna die. I can't even imagine if some random people in Jamaica jumped on the back of the whatever with machetes. Jesus.
We didn't know, and they were like, "Oh, they're here to keep the jeep safe," because there was like several of the
machetes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I love my people.
Machetes. Like,
yeah, I love my people. I love my people. It is.
You would have been like, "Oh hell no."
I would have cracked the fuck up. Like, yeah, where that machete at? Keep that motherfucker out, just in case.
Even lie, I probably would have pulled out my phone and taken pictures.
Well,
I would have been like,
they weren't gonna kill us.
What? But you know how fierce you gotta be to fucking axe a bitch with a machete. That people think they could do shit like that. That takes heart, bitch. Like, damn, just
ready to chop some heads off, chop some limb up some bodies.
Just be ready for it. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's too much for my life.
Okay, guys.
I'm already dying from the weed in Jamaica, so
shit.
I'm blind and shit.
I'm gonna tell you, Dante. Okay. Wait, I have a funny story with this bitch. Okay, so after we went to the Bob Marley tour, that whole brownie crept up on everybody, right? So she was like passed out, like laid out, right?
I was.
And then I'm trying to make friends with everybody in the pool because I'm lit. So our friend Tiffany takes her back to the room, and I'm out there by myself for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I'm like thinking they left me. Whatever. I start crying and I found my way back. So
you started crying?
I thought they left me. I felt like I was there for 2 hours, but it was really.
She did. She walked in the room and was like, "You guys left me. I've been for 2 or 3 hours."
And they're like, "You only been gone for like 10 minutes. What are you talking about?" So she's on the phone with her boyfriend, and she's like, she's telling her Tasha is on the phone with her boyfriend, and she's like, I can't see. I don't know what happened. I can't see. Oh my God, I can't see. So Tiffany's like, open your eyes, boo.
And I was like, oh. So then I opened my eyes and I was on the phone. I'm like, oh, I can see. And so she starts laughing at me and I'm like, but then I moved and everything started moving. And I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I gotta go. And like the phone fell out of my hand. I fell back asleep. This bitch comes back in the room and that's when she starts hollering about that we left her there. It was 2 hours, all this and that. And Tiffany's like, no, boo, we've only been for 20 minutes. And then I sat up and I'm like, see, I fucking told you. She wanted to sit there and be a creep in the pool. She's like this on the side of the pool. Doing this.
Hi, young man.
This bitch. So she had to put her in her place. Now Tiffany is like 100 pounds. So Tiffany goes and gets us food, brings all this food back because we missed.
And she brought us back liquor.
And she brought us back liquor, she brought us back food. And then, like I said, this woman weighs like 100 pounds. And we went through the waterfall that same day. But that was the same day, right?
Yeah, that was the same day.
Yeah, the same day that we went to Bob Marley's house, we went through the waterfalls. And you walk up and through, actually in the water. I thought I was going to fucking die because I couldn't get my foot to like sit.
I thought I was going to die too.
And, I'm over here like 3 times the weight of Tiffany. And she's like, just hold on to my hand. It's okay, boo. It's okay. Just hold my hand.
We love her.
I cannot. Like, if I hold on to your fucking hand, you and I are both dying. What the fuck? You can't hold me.
We had a good time that day, though.
Oh, wait to meet Tiffany. It's gonna be
Oh,
fun.
he's gonna meet her next Saturday. He's gonna
That's what I'm saying. Wait till he meets her. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna love her. That's my girl. Like, but we had a good time. That whole trip was like so much fun, and that's exactly what I needed. So it was a good time. Like, I'm so glad I shared that experience with you guys.
And I didn't cry like a little Chiona either. I cried like a fucking crybaby when we went to DR on like the last day.
Oh yeah, you were ready.
I was like, I need to go home. I miss my kids. Oh, this and that, blah blah. Oh,
that was a different story. Okay, well, Dante's checked out. I think he had to leave anyways. I think his phone died. I don't know. I think he had I know here he is. We're gonna wrap up. All right, y'all. So thank you guys for coming out to ladies' night. Tonight was fun. My apologies to Josh B for all the shade I was throwing in the beginning, because I was throwing some major shade. Y'all don't like the shade?
Yes, because yeah.
I was like, shade. Anyways, my apologies to Josh B. He came through and he surprised us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so any exciting plans this weekend, you guys?
No, well, I do have a lot of running around to do. I gotta go visit my mom. I didn't go see her last time, so I gotta go see her. My kids are coming over Saturday, and then Sunday, my comadre and my godson are coming back, and we're gonna have like a small dinner. Her mom and me and her, and just to celebrate Mother's Day. So
okay. Yeah. I'm gonna take my mom out tomorrow. We're gonna go to lunch wherever she wants to go, and spend some time with my mama. And
Good.
I can only hang out with her for a few hours before I have to return her back.
It'll be good.
I'm like, okay, Miss Terry, it's time to go. You're starting to talk crazy now. What about you, honey?
I am cleaning up this house, honey. My house is a hot ass mess and washing some clothes. I got about 30 loads of clothes up in this room, child.
I feel you. I be having a whole bunch of those too.
Honey, I've got. Well, so I have a shit ton of underwear, so I could go like 2-3 months just wearing clean underwear every single day. I have a ton of undies. So.
Okay, that's good to know. If I ever need some undies, I know where to go.
Right.
Right. Dante, give me some underwear. I need some boxes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't do
right.
You don't do boxes? Give me what you like, the briefs? Boxer briefs?
I like
yeah, I'll be like, Dante, give me some boxer briefs.
Around the house.
Okay. Well, I'll be like, give me some boxer briefs. Okay, well, it was such a fun show tonight. We had a surprise. Tasha, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I really enjoyed tonight, and I'm gonna see y'all next Friday. Next Friday we might start a little later because people are coming in from different places, so I just want to make sure everybody's there. So we might start at 7:00.
Okay.
But be on the lookout. Okay. Bye.
Yes. Bye, guys.